Okay, so 7A. Look out for what?
Shit.
What, did you piss them off? Oh fuck, did it cross the street? No, okay.
Four. L. That's definitely a code.
Okay. Great. Oh. I really hope that the thing doesn't... Okay, I've been here like 5 times. Why does it say I'm... It's turning this way. Okay.
Now a 6 and an O.
Okay. I think I might already know what it is. Pro aim.
Damn.
Ah, shit.
Bothering anybody now?
Okay, I think I might already know what the password is, just with the letters it's given me. I'm thinking it might be railroad, but... no. Screw it.
Skip town.
Shit. There it is.
3I.
Yeah, it's definitely railroad. They're not the most creative when it comes to passwords, that's for sure. Okay, so the password is railroad. Now I just gotta figure out where the hell I gotta go. That's bullshit.
Fire mission complete. Signing off. It's 3 p.m.
There's a picture of a little lantern.
Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
What? You were actually alive.
Grim locale.
Don't worry about it, my eyes are glowing red. Spin clockwise, spin counterclockwise. Okay, so this
It spins.
R.
Oh, so it starts with R?
A. Where's the closest A? Shit. A. I. L. R. O. A. D.
There we go.
Alright, so I can see 3 enemies already.
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
My name is Steve. I work at a pawn shop, 9 to 5.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I found a Courser chip. Can your people decode it?
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy, hmm? Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Okay, let's be
Hopefully we
diplomatic.
can work something out.
What you're asking for puts us in a tricky position.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Okay, so let's see my glowing red eyeballs. Yes, very intimidating.
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong, the least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Yes, a synth.
Hey,
I've
Dad.
seen these
You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Fine.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you.
Any news
How
on
long is
Scarecrow?
this gonna
She was
take?
in the entryway when the SRB blew the door.
So, caretaker made it out, and he was by the goddamn
We're
elevator.
in.
Scarecrow's
Chip
gotta be
accessed.
alive. Scarecrow's
Just
not
poke the
encouraging
analog
suicides.
connectors a
He's
little.
probably dead.
Okay, how long is this gonna
Here's
take?
Tom.
Yeah, we got it. We got
He'll
the
get that
code.
chip decoded.
Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you, I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Whatever.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Hey Nick, found you a girl. Look at that ass, Nick. Look at that ass.
All processes are busy.
Look at this chest. Look at that chassis, Nick. Tell me you wouldn't want to have a chassis like that. Fuck you too then, Mr. Random Floating Guy.
Hey, don't try
How
anything,
many
stranger.
synths cleared the Commonwealth last month? One I know of. And you heard what happened to
Alright, well, let's get the hell out of here.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know all about them.
Good.
There's one behind
the
me.
Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
Depends.
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
Could you elaborate?
Answer with your gut on this. Your heart. If you had to put yourself in danger to save a synth, would you do it?
Fine.
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen. I don't see this as any different.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up a new agent. There are, however, other valuable ways you can contribute. And in turn, we can help you. See Deacon for details. You're free to go.
So what, you guys just
Can't wait
stand
to
here
get
all
out
day?
of this place. Gives me the creeps.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Do you really have to be so cagey?
Seems charm's at a premium down here.
The precautions are necessary. In our business, if we underestimate our enemy's capabilities, it's game over.
I walked
But
in
it's
with
all
the
good
freaking
now.
synth.
I vouched for you. Nobody got shot. Still, I would consider it a close personal favor if you didn't sell us out to the Institute. Thanks.
Vouch for me.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
In our little outfit, it's my job to know things. And with everything you've done, it's clear you're capable. A dangerous enemy. And I'm betting a valuable ally.
But why the trust? You can't be taking it all on faith.
I've heard a lot of things about you. Enough to want to give you a chance. So Dez wants me to make you a tourist. That's what we call someone who helps out with the odd job here and there. What a waste. I'm just gonna come out and say this. The railroad needs you.
You sure you need me? Desdemona didn't seem to care.
She's just thinking of the time and manpower it would take to train you. And if you were some hick from the burbs that didn't know your ass from a rocket launcher, she'd be right. But I'm betting someone like you just needs a few pointers. And a target.
I'm not sure.
I'll tell you the game plan, then you decide. I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Dez invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the railroad got your back.
What's the job?
So, up front, the only thing I'll say is that it's gonna be a wild and dangerous ride, but probably nothing new for someone like you.
Alright.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
There's nothing to get over there. Or over there. Did that come out of the wall? Alright, well. Now I know that there's 4 endings to this game. And yeah, I'll probably do all 4 of them just because I'm really, really curious as to what these 4 endings are.
Let me ask you something.
What's up?
Sure, ask away.
It's just, with everything that's happened with you and your family, it's a whole hell of a lot to process. I wanted to make sure you're holding up all right.
Why do you ask?
I just had a hard go with the, transition myself. Took me a long damn time to get a feel for this place. Thank goodness I found Diamond City. It's got its flaws, sure, but it beats the hell out of anywhere else in the Commonwealth. Of course, when I took up there back when, people were just as scared of the Institute as they are now. Maybe more. The massacre of the CPG was still pretty fresh in people's minds at that point. And folks were still losing sleep over the broken mask. Plenty of people assumed I was just a saboteur, moving in to melt down the reactor or poison the drinking water. But at the time, they couldn't exactly turn me away.
Why'd they let you in?
Because I'd rescued the mayor's daughter. Gal of about 15. Pride and joy of the mayor back then. Man by the name of Henry Roberts. The young Miss Roberts decided she'd run off with some caravan hand she'd, known for an evening. Turns out the guy was part of a gang of kidnappers. I didn't even know who I was rescuing, just stumbled on a crying girl and 4 toughs. I took her home and the mayor dubbed me a hero, offered me a place in town. Lots of folks protested, said I was a spy, but he wouldn't have it. Taking up in the city was tricky at first, but I never tried to hide what I was, and people seemed to warm to that.
I could see a robot taking down 4 guys. Should have left, not a spy, right?
Was it hard settling in?
Well, they sure didn't make it easy. I started off doing the jobs no one else wanted. I got more banged up being Diamond City's handyman than I ever did living out in the ruins. But I guess folks never forgot I rescued the mayor's daughter, so they started coming to me when people went missing. Wife runs off with a new paramour and takes the rent money with her. Talk to the synth. An upset father decides moving him and the kids to Good Neighbor in the dead of night's not the worst damn idea since the bomb. Go get Nick. After a while, the jobs got so backed up, they didn't even ask me to do the handyman stuff anymore. Hell, I was so happy to do it, it was months before I started charging anyone. I never stopped being Nick the synth, but it was Nick the detective folks came to see. It was about then that things finally started feeling normal. It took me a long time to realize that home is where you make it. And with some time and effort, this place can be home for you, too.
I do not want to live in the glowing sea.
But I hope it helps. Want to get moving?
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm
Sorry,
all
bro, but you're gonna
ears.
have to
Stay
stay
there.
here again.
Guess I'll settle in then.
Protect and serve.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
Have anything for me?
Do you have anything for me?
I'll take that as a yes. Can't say I'm too surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
Does it matter?
No, you're right. It doesn't really. The point is that you got it. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience.
Bioscience? Advanced systems?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make sense later. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
Man, I got this.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Get help building the signal interpreter. And then it said optional for the other stuff, so I'm gonna have to make a decision.
Hey,
I'll wait for your signal.
heads up.
Go
Yeah, follow
on.
me.
Moving out.
Can do.
I like how this fucking decapitated fucker's still here. Optional. Talk to the Railwood, talk to the Minutemen, talk to the Brotherhood. Okay, so this must be where you get to choose which ending you want. Railroad, Minutemen, or the Brotherhood of Steel. Get help to build a signal interpreter. And where do I do that?
Your Pip-Boy doesn't sound pleased. Let's say we get out of here. I never thought the Minutemen would be a force to be reckoned with again. I stand corrected.
Clearly. So I decided to go with the Minutemen.
Hold up a sec.
Because why not? 3 options, I'm gonna do them all anyway. Let's start with the one I started with in the beginning. I really gotta get used to that general thing.
I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
Don't worry about it.
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
Okay, so go talk to Sturgis. But also, as you can tell, I've gotten quite a bit of stuff done. This is probably the best thing in the world. Artillery freaking cannons. That's badass. They just stand here waiting for the signal. I'm like, yo, shoot artillery over there. And they're like, alright boss, we got you. Yeah. I really should do more here. You know what, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and make this more basey like. But first, we got business to take care of. Okay, now where is he?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
I have plans.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit.
Yeah.
You sure it's for real?
Yeah.
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Alright. This shouldn't take too long, but if I need to find an open spot, right there. Let's get started.